here watching it because
Flip
you
of the
never
coin.
really know. It is a flip of the coin.
One thing before I'm going to jet off for this one. I think that is why Blair is a crippling alcoholic at the moment.
Probably is. Anyway, we'll see whether or not we're going to be crippling alcoholics. It may be decided in one map's time. We head on to Overpass, and ViCi have the one map advantage. TYLOO starting on CT side, though, and we'll see how ViCi does go about their T. Is it going to be... What is going on here? I was going to say, is it going to be the same old B stack? This must be a counter strat from TYLOO.
Well, I've seen this occasionally on Overpass. Some teams really love to stack this connector area. Dan King, he's going to have to be the bait. It's going to be the push straight in, 1-for-1, but still able to fight. And somebody's going to be spotted as well. Attacker. They aren't aware of the numbers, but that's going to be a pick through the smoke. Bomb going to be found because somebody has just run somebody run straight through the smoke. Got full control now. It's going to be Kaze and somebody going head-to-head, but somebody is not going to give Kaze a chance to breathe. Here's the reload. And TYLOO starting off strong. Kev in hilarity is walking out the door.
Hysterics. What an absolute mess of a pistol round. I don't think that ViCi really expected TYLOO to have that many numbers in connector at all. It's a bit unlucky for whoever it was that was carrying the bomb. I think it was Orman getting tapped away through the smoke by somebody. That's you know, not going to happen every day of the week. So, look,
the fact that somebody then just runs through the smoke and realizes he's got full control of the bomb is completely ridiculous. Anyway, TopCon Molly coming through there. TYLOO are looking for a bit of extra damage. Nades go down, but they don't find it. Yeah. He's going to be isolated Summer, though, who fights for his life, and will be joined by Dan King in a moment, but finds himself a second, does all the work himself. As Dan King comes through, that's going to be full control of the bomb, and only Orman alive, but not for long because Attacker has hit the final shot of the round.
It's interesting that ViCi opts not to go for a force buy there. It is going to obviously mean that they'll get a pretty good buy here. AKs and armor should be achievable for all the players on the roster. Jam Young was the poorest, and he's still got a pretty good belt of utility. So this should be a fantastic buy for ViCi. Advent opts to go down to a Galil.
Well, let's see if the Galils are going to get them over the line.
Galil.
Great weapon. Solid weapon.
There goes Orman.
And that's an AK retrievable if Advent's anywhere near, but it doesn't look like he is for now.
This is pretty scary to see what TYLOO's doing at the moment on the CT side. This kind of pushing gameplay, this aggressive CT gameplay is something we associate with TYLOO, and we associate with the solid TYLOO as well. When they're confident enough to make these kinds of plays, or at least when they're in the mood to make these kinds of plays, they seem to be a lot more difficult to deal with, at least to domestic Asia teams.
Somebody has so much map control here. Spots the info, drops the smoke. He's able just to, I thought he was going to drop the molly because he could have grabbed the other one for free, but he just played that line, and Zoking shooting at the tunnel is almost finding somebody who has to reposition. Just on 15 HP, one bullet from his grave.
To survive. Lucky that Advent doesn't try to aggress onto short as well. He really would have had nowhere to go. Still a very split setup right now for ViCi. You've still got a player up on long. Jam Young is lurking over there. ViCi's going to commit to the B bomb side. They don't really have any other options with 25 seconds left. No, maybe. They're really going to chance it. They're going to chance it up toward A, and that might work perfectly. That's a huge pick for Advent, but the information. Summer sees Advent exiting Con, and now TYLOO knows it's A.
If they can get this pick onto Summer, that will be huge.
They can't get there in time, man.
No, they can't. They've rerouted the long. Kaze's gone, hang on. Oop, I don't have time to plant now. How about we just try to kill them really quickly? Because that's about all they can get in the round, and now they're just going to have to hide in the corners. Jam Young needs to survive, and he does just barely.
Is an absolute mess.
Yeah, travesty for ViCi, just leaving it too long.
What are they thinking?
They tried to go for an earlier hit over towards short. What happened was, I think it was Orman throwing util, Orman or Advent throwing util there. It wasn't Orman because he was dead. For the short take to come through Con, but a molly went down to the Con door, so whoever that was sitting in short just had the hardest read possible. It was really a nuisance. Just was able to tick that clock down.
Well, I guess ViCi's lucky they didn't lose too many guns. That's nice timing for Orman. He is going to aggress. Attacker trades down. Kaze has done a fair bit of damage to somebody who's going to pop his smoke down in Monster and just back into the bomb site. Wasn't actually a smoke. He just threw... Wait, did the smoke miss?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't hit the mark there.
Gone a little bit too deep, but ViCi don't do too much with it. Now the resmoke comes through from TYLOO. So ViCi are just burning through a little bit of TYLOO's util, taking control of short water now. Zoking, Advent, leading the charge. There's another bit of utility. I mean, TYLOO's starting to run out. They've got a molly there still on the B-bomb site. Smoke's available, but time is still pretty good for ViCi at the moment. They've got their options. They've got control of short water. They've got control of connector, and they can go back up to A.
I'll tell you what TYLOO isn't known for, and it's their utility usage. So that's one thing that's going for them. Dan King on a nice line. Timing not in his favour this time.
Well, it's a good entry to hit for Zoking, but he's subsequently traded down. Summer, he's got himself a double. 19 seconds to plant the bomb. Kaze's just going to have to commit to it and hope that Jamyoung can do something. Attacker gets aggressive. It's Jamyoung now in the 1-on-2, but we have seen this guy in clutches like this, and it seems he lives and breathes this kind of situation.
Finds the first, 29 HP. Can survive for a bullet from somebody. It's very deep on the post plant. Somebody thinks that he's in bank now, that's fully cleared, but the bomb's not quite planted for a jump up. So he comes in from bank, one bullet's connected. The time is ticking and Jamyoung wins it. Somebody unable to land anything on him. And that's going to be ViCi finding their first round.
That was weird, a little bit.
Yeah.
It seemed like somebody struggled to tap the bomb. I don't know if there was a gun on top of it and he was trying to press E or...
No, he was trying to get on the furthest angle possible.
Right.
So he would have been holding E and just edging forward, trying to tap it and be as hidden as possible from the jump up position, or at least from bank as well. But then before he even tapped, or as he tapped it, he got tapped by Jamyoung as well and then tried to go on the offensive. Didn't work out.
Yep, makes sense, makes sense. Weird buy comes through, though, from ViCi. A costly round, going all the way down to one gun remaining. So this is actually a pretty important round for both sides. Somebody here with a P250 won't be liking what's headed in his direction, though. The molly isn't actually used to clear out the close position. It's clearing out stairs. Zoking checks it, but he's made a meal of it. I don't know if he didn't properly check it or if he just didn't see. Either way, Kaze does a great job of covering Jamyoung off. Otherwise, that would have been another player down for ViCi. Now, at least they have the numbers advantage and they can start to make some inroads on this T side, because if they win this round, they're essentially playing for 2.
We can't write TYLOO off just yet. Slowly. Solid position here at headshot. ViCi going to be going in as 3. Advent trying to control the rotations there outside of Con. What can Slowly do? He's just hunting for some heads. Not overstepping the boundaries. Flash dodged. Jamyoung going up the short side of sight. There it is, Orman going to be spotted, but they know Slowly's there. However, it's just the cover that comes through, and they're going to be playing for the post plants. Headshot found by Orman, and that's a good way for ViCi to close out the round. TYLOO, they have packed their bags already.
I don't know what it is about Orman with the Galil, but he seems to make great use of it. Better than a lot of players. And as we've talked about, this is a big round for the economy on both sides. ViCi in particular will be very, very happy to keep 4 guns alive. TYLOO being able to take these 2 through, the AWP and the FAMAS, does give them a bit of a better chance in the next round. And knowing TYLOO, they're liable to just force buy behind this. So I don't think ViCi can really sort of rest on their laurels yet. They've probably got one more difficult round to get through before they do have to deal with a proper eco.
I feel like it's going to be a matter of try to dodge Dan King as best as you possibly can. Oh, no.
Just the Zeus, so maybe the full investment isn't there. TYLOO, though, starting to ramp up that loss bonus. This would be 3 in a row if they do lose here, so they'll have enough to buy next round. Again, it won't be a perfect buy. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the issue. But ViCi, not struggling too hard initially. Those first 3 rounds looked very dominant from TYLOO, but other than that, they have slowed the pushes down. ViCi just been managed to Or have managed to deal with them, rather. So let's go back to Con for a moment, Jordan. You know how he cleared the cleared AC, but then flicked around and didn't hard clear it?
Right.
The issue is that that can be a solid crossfire with someone who's sitting there on the shelves, just at the mid-tier of the stairs. So as you're entering, you're going to be clearing that and then clearing the other one, but you could see that he did a double take. He did flick back, but unfortunately the P250 close range is a deadly weapon. But not as deadly as the Zeus.
No. Somebody is going to probably have an opportunity to use it this round. The same molly is being utilized by ViCi, but this time they throw the close molly as well. Somebody remains unaffected by that. It's quite close by. Attacker does manage to get the first, and this is going to prompt Advent to try and look for a trade. It's messy. It's terrible from ViCi. Oh, you just hate to see it. It's really, it's painful, Mac, because this was where they really should have taken control of the T side, and now, even if they do win this round, it's going to be a struggle.
Summer hits another bink on that as well.
No.
He's got 3 HP to clutch in a 1v4, and somebody's not going to let him, but the pre-fire misses again. And that's not the first time we've seen somebody hit a bit of a whiff.
Don't do this to me, ViCi. It was looking so good.
He has to win this with an ace and 3 HP.
He's got a Zeus at least. You know, if it comes down to it, a smoke defuse or something, you can just run in there and use the Zeus. It might make life a bit easier there.
If only it was that simple.
Look, the bomb's still in T-spawn. He can't win the round anymore.
What's he done?
He's got to just save this gun.
I think he assumes that TYLOO spotted the bomb and that they've got full control. But TYLOO have no idea it's here. They've got money to buy into the next. I feel like saving's probably more of a dangerous option, because if you get hunted down and die after time, then the buy into the next is going to be a bit iffy. However, looks like he should be okay for now.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Ooh, slowly. Only has a USP. He's actually more interested in looking for a gun. Don't put your head up. Don't pick your head up. Don't pick your head up.
Don't do it. Ooh. Tense.
Saved. Lucky he heard us, otherwise he might have.
Yeah, 100%. Glad that our comms are going straight to the players as well.
But don't tell people about that. Really nice setup, though, from TYLOO. And Danking, I don't know how he gets Jam Young there. Like, obviously not sure about the circumstances, but that's kind of the cherry on the cake. Even the 2 kills that TYLOO's able to get around Connector is enough to win on that round. And it's just off the back of that 1 kill from the M4. Summer's stuck in the little corner there, waiting for the refrag attempt. And TYLOO make it look easy. Not so this round, though. Jam Young has his hands full, perhaps, with Danking still. But maybe this is the angle we saw Danking actually picking Jam Young in the last round. And if it was, Jam Young at least now is playing a little bit more conservatively.
Yeah. See if he goes much wider. Oh, that should have been a freebie, but Orman.
Yep.
Just cops the hard reactions from Slowly. Slowly will be dealt with easily there. He was already half dead. Zoking makes him full dead. And somebody, good timing on the peak as well to find himself a 2K spray down. Kaze not ready for it. Advent needs to go on the aggressive, and he hunts it back to the 2v2 now. We are going to see the rotation straight back to A. Jam Young taking the initiative to send it straight back through.
See him, mate.
That's it. Attacker, he's heard everything coming this direction, and Dan King is in the open, but the positioning, the spacing between the two is not enough to trade, and Dan King plays them like a fiddle.
Terrible. Terrible, really. I think ViCi are trying to get a little bit too fancy, if that makes sense. You know, they're like, yeah, well, we've got to go back to A. They know that we're going B, and then they do that, and
it's like overthinking.
Overthinking it a little bit. You know, maybe just slow things down. They had time that round. It wasn't like it was against the clock. Could have just slowed the round down a little bit, reset things. Kind of forcing it a little bit too much, maybe.
Yep.
Pistols come out for ViCi here. 5-2 the scoreline. It's still kind of hanging in the precipice, but you've seen now 2 or 3 sort of 50-50 rounds go to TYLOO. And if that continues, that's where they end up running away with the half. You know, you're kind of now at the point where it really is going to make a difference. That's a bit unfortunate for Zoking. Danking no-scopes Kaze as well. Slowly's there to back him up. Again, you know, that's just one of those situations where realistically, Danking should just die for free.
Yeah. Well,
but ViCi end up losing 3 players for only a one-man trade.
Looked like Kaze was going for the full kamikaze there. Advent slides another in that he should not have any right to find, but survives for a moment. Attacker.
Not sure why he turns around. Yeah. Orman's behind him.
Miscommunication, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on in the comms? But it is a solid hold given the situation. Close range with the M4. And slowly could have covered, but unfortunately the T's just darting around like that is sometimes a little bit hard to track.
Well, pretty much a must-win now for ViCi. This is their map choice. T side of Overpass. Look, I'm not expecting wonders. I'm expecting something half decent, but definitely not expecting TYLOO to run away with the half. 1 for 1 for Jam Young. He trades down Zoking. Somebody's in his favorite position. And Advent will look to try and clear it out.
They're only playing 1 on A at the moment. I mean, 1 on B, rather. It's an odd situation that ViCi doesn't seem to be picking up on. Somebody in the corner again finds another DanKing. They know that he's in this position, and Jam Young can't do a thing about it. He's just having his way with ViCi at the moment. Fully blinded, though. There it is. Bit of teamwork being utilised.
Well, it's good to see.
Solid flash. But Orman and Kaze.
Orman.
There's a chance to keep this one going. Oof, yeah. Dangerous territory for somebody.
Well, Kaze pretty much has to win this Angel. If Attacker wins, it's game over. Kaze wide peaks. Wrong timing for him. All these 50-50s just going to TYLOO. You know, you call them 50-50s, but the reality is it's like 90% going to TYLOO.
And Orman's making so much noise. Attacker can hear everything from that position along bathrooms, but
he doesn't have time to work with. He has to kind of go quickly.
Probably won that.
Should have been expecting Attacker, and I think he was. 7-2. TYLOO definitely back with a vengeance here on Overpass.
That timing was just so unfortunate for Kaze, but Attacker, it was a really intelligent position to be in. When you have no control of short, just holding in that corner of long makes it so much easier to retake A, given any situation. But obviously, I think Kaze was going off the back of some utility being thrown towards B. And ViCi are just hoping that TYLOO go for these over-rotations, but TYLOO are really just set in stone with their defensive positions, and it's what's winning them these rounds.
I don't actually remember the last time ViCi got a bomb plant.
Yeah. The pistol? Or that round where they had the Galils?
Yeah, ViCi have not been able to get into either of these sites. Maybe a bit more of a slow creep contact play could work. Slowly is watching for it. Smokes are going to go down, courtesy of TYLOO. No kills coming just yet from ViCi either. They're trying to work their way up, but they're stuck behind a brick wall of utility. They need frags, otherwise the rotations are going to come in and ViCi will be done so. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far, but that's not good enough for ViCi. And they're making a lot of noise. Attacker knows where they are, but Kaze gets the better of him. DanKing up on the sniper's nest. Advent's call from behind, and Orman alone. They just took too long. They can't get into these bomb sites.
Got to worry about the flank.
Just gets the timing to get back into short, but in reality, TYLOO are going to know exactly where he is, because where else would he be? If somebody can't find him, he's back in short.
Hit him with the wraparound. No, don't go up con. Every time they try to reposition and send it back to A, it doesn't work.
He's had to open the door now as well.
And DanKing doesn't quite hear this one, but it looks like TYLOO happy just to play for retake at A.
He's heard it now.
There it is.
At the very least, no one's got a bomb plant. That's one step further forward than ViCi have been in the last couple of rounds. Going to play the aggressive line to try and find the one-on-ones.
Slow approach from DanKing as well, allowing somebody that group up with him. This should be good for the trade out, but they're both going to be sending it at jump up. And Orman's in a solid position. Considering it's planned for bathrooms, this could play with the mental game of TYLOO.
Oh, they've got absolutely no idea, but Smoke's going to go down. He should get a free one here onto somebody. He's going to hold the trigger finger. And this has to be Orman just killing the bomb.
Oh,
no! He doesn't even know where he's planted the bomb. I don't know what to say about that, Mac. It just seems like the entire half of ViCi summarized in one clutch.
Just missing the mark. Oh, you hate to see it.
He had that on a silver platter.
He could have even got away with running into the smoke and knifing him. He
Yeah.
would have had a better opportunity. Well, Jordan's spirit has been broken.
I was so happy after Mirage. And this is what I'm talking about, Kevin. When you come back on the analyst desk, we are going to be having words.
What's he done?
He said, get excited about ViCi. And here we are. He's going to come back and be like, well, I said they're going to ruin your dreams on Overpass, didn't I? Well, definitely does look like we're going to 3 maps. I can't believe this. Bit of a more reserved round from ViCi, so they're really just trying to change things up. That much I can give them credit for.
I don't know about this, TYLOO. They've been so good at playing the late round. Just positioning themselves perfectly. DreamHack, though, is he going to be timed here? He was spotted as he fell back as well. Maybe not. Oh, but the re-aggression. Missed opportunity, and that's an opening finally for ViCi. But how can someone play this one?
They've got to make it happen here, ViCi. They've got the numbers advantage. They can get quickly into the bomb site. They're watching for the rotate from behind as well. Orman's got that kill. Somebody can't get more than one. Surely this is enough for ViCi, but Attacker, he slides in. The defuse, the bomb plant rather, isn't even down. Advent's in all sorts of problems. Attacker, how do they lose this round? How does it keep happening, Mac? They can't keep getting away with this.
Just plant the bloody bomb! Plant it! ViCi!
I'm going crazy live on broadcast. I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch this anymore.
An Advent. A crucial mistake, but what a 1v3 from Attacker.
He was fully flashed.
Well, that was a team flash as well. Orman throwing utility when he should have been covering truck as best as he could.
I think the idea was to throw the flash so that Advent could get the plan down.
100%. And then Advent, I don't know, miscommunication again. Not on the same page. It feels like ViCi, they're just grabbing at straws and just unable to find one.
No, that's not true. They have found the straw, but they haven't been able to pull it out of the hand.
Well, even with a 2-man advantage, solid entries, taking DreamHack, the AWP champion at the moment, out of the game. It's still not enough for ViCi to convert around on the T side. Hopefully, as we head towards the second half, ViCi can start to put their game back together again. But if we end up at a 13-2 affair, it could be too far gone. TYLOO,
Yeah,
you've got to give him 2 on the T side, or 3 rather.
I mean, ViCi kind of need to get to 6. They really need to just win the rest of the half. The benefit is at least they've got the loss bonus built up, so they're going to buy every round now. It doesn't really matter what they've got. I don't think so. I mean, TYLOO, it's going down to close rounds. Their money's looking pretty shocking as well. If they lose this round, they're back on eco. But it doesn't look like they're coming close to losing rounds, apparently. Although Zoking just wants to walk through a smoke. DreamHack's got the freest kill of his life. Now, we'll see if Advent follows suit.
Didn't want to push through solo with the bomb there.
I just think ViCi's out of ideas.
Yeah, and TYLOO just have their number every time. Another feed for Summer. Oh, how'd that one miss? DreamHack. The crosshair was good. The jumping UMP almost gets the job done.
Oh, Jamyoung.
4 HP Jamyoung.
The saviour of ViCi. Never mind.
He tried. He tried.
He almost did it. He almost got that. Don't worry about it, though. No one's getting excited about ViCi anymore. We're on the TYLOO hype train again. For one map in DreamHack Open Summer, ViCi looked like the best team in Asia again. And we all got debated. Long have we waited. And
ViCi
we will,
eliminated.
not yet, but
Almost.
probably tomorrow.
Maybe, yeah. Well, coming second isn't really eliminated, you know, but...
Eliminated from the grand final.
Anyway, into round 13 we go, ViCi. What can they salvage from the half? The pistols not working out again, slowly, and somebody just tearing them apart, and there it is.
Make it stop, Mac.
It
Just
should
make
be
stop.
another on the board. Orman, what have you got for us with a CZ and a Dream? Well, there's one.
He's going to continue to make it expensive for TYLOO at least, but not too expensive. He's just booked it up the stairs right into Summer. 11-2. I don't really know what to say. ViCi's got to buy.
Jordan just wants a Malaysian victory.
Yeah, Malaysian bias. Malaysia baller.
Well, looking like it should be, could be, an 8-round lead for TYLOO after this round. The rifle's just reigning supreme at the moment. Let's see what ViCi can do. Take it short control, so at least that's something for them. Con control gifted as well, but Summer on a tight off angle. May be able to get the better of Advent. He walks in this direction. Kaze flashing himself on the line. But that's his last piece of utility, so every other peak has to be dry.
All right. Advent's going to get an opening. Never mind.
You just can't call it. You try so hard.
Almost dead. Everything's going wrong for ViCi Gaming on the T side of Overpass. And this then again begs the question, why didn't they pick Inferno? The map that they have consistently beaten TYLOO on. Question marks.
I don't care. Look, we have a change of scenery, and that's all I really care about here. And look, we're going to be able to see a bit of vertigo for map number 3 if TYLOO take this one. So,
Mac,
no qualms there.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, you got it, Jordan, because it's my time in the green room. So you have to.
No!
And then Kev can play you like a fiddle.
Kev, yeah.
Can I get a Kev here in chat?
Can I get a Kev, yeah? No one even knows who Kev is. Run into the studio.
He's giving us a live Kev here.
Giving us the Kev, yeah. Can you shout Kev, yeah, so it comes through the mic? Come on.
I believe.
Kev, yeah! Yeah, let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's the excitement. That's the hype that we need.
Woo!
Let's go. ViCi Gaming. 3 rounds in the half. Massive comeback in the second half. Do not go anywhere. We're going to be seeing that.
Could happen.
Good.
Let's not write it off. But for now, T-side looking lackluster. Looking like the T-side I expected to see from them on Mirage.
Yep.
Except they put the pieces together. But who's to say that a dominant second half could not happen for them?
A lot of utility exchange at the start of the round. And oh no!
The airstrike. Attacker jumping with the nade.
What else can go wrong for ViCi?
Plenty of things. Summer isolated at long. May go for an aggressive push eventually. But Zoking back on the Galil for the final round of the half, and he finds a pick. But he's only got 7 HP, so let's see how much more he can fight for. And this aggression from Summer off the back of some sound that he'll hear. Oh, Kaze! He does not know how close he was to finding this pick.
Yeah, it's going to come back and bite ViCi in the bum, literally, because Summer's going to walk around behind them. So if they do get into this A-bomb site, maybe they can get the bomb down, but they're going to need to do it quickly. Somebody's been spotted, but Advent has not seen Summer. They don't know there's 2 players coming through from bathrooms. They might get the first kill. I think that's that. Oh, Jam Young's on the ball enough to check. What a big brain play from him. Kaze and Jam Young have got to clutch this one out. Get the third at least for ViCi. They've done it. Thank God. Finally some success. ViCi Gaming, they've got 3 and a huge comeback remaining for them in the second half. We're going to see it all in, well, when we come back from the break.
from the struggle, I just struggle with it. You got a couple of dollars, I show you how to flip it. They say that God put his hands in a jar of clay, and then he formed the real. I'm what the real made. So yeah, I was built for this warfare. The rumor in the hood is he ain't all there. They say I cross the street with my eyes closed, shorts on, walking barefoot in the snow. Whatever it takes, like a Navy SEAL tried in the fire, built like an iron wheel. And I will not stop until I hit the top. And when I reach my peak, I'ma set up shop. Yeah, and I'ma show you what to do with it. Who's with me? Hands up. Come on, let's get it. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me if you with it. Boy, yeah, let's get it. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me if you with it. Boy, yeah, let's get it. Swagger on 100,000. Shades on at night, boy, I'm clowning. 300 with me, the scene is astounding. The energy is, whoop, my heart's pounding. Tired of the bottom, we want the crown, man. That's why we here, and you're surrounded. The air's thick, feeling like you're drowning. Handcuff your girls when we come around, and God bless the child who's got his own. So I fronted the money that put us on. Pay cash, no regrets. When it gets hot, I don't even break a sweat. It's nothing to a boss, and I'm a boss boy. Ask around there, tell you about the young boy. So I take yours and split it with my crew. Then we ride out, cause that's what riders do. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me if you with it. Boy, yeah, let's get it. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me if you with it. Boy, yeah, let's get it. I never quit. It's just not in me. I'm Teflon built. They can't penetrate me. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get fame. I'm trying to get peace. Trying to get rid of this pain. I'm just trying to get it before the party's over. So they call me lucky like 4-leaf clover. Man, I just want to show you what to do with it. Who's with me? Hands up. Come on, let's get it. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me if you with it. Boy, yeah, let's get it. Me and my hustlers ride. Let's get it. True gangsters don't die. We get it. I never swallow my pride. I'm committed. Tell me.
Came from the darkest regions, wrapped in a cloak of light. Minus the focus heights, I'm trying to get my opens right. Throw my doubts aside, I climb the mountainside. And when I reach the peak, the view I see will not be fly. Feel the pressure, but it's relative to the man I measured. No time for hesitation. Finally, time to step up.
Shambles for ViCi Gaming in the first half of their own map choice. T-side of Overpass has just not gone well. 12-3 is where they're at, heading into the second. And a lot of work to be done.
This is the chance for ViCi to get their morale back in order, and it's the pistol. If they can take this one, there can be a comeback. It's going to be hard. It's 9 rounds that they need to just to tie it up. 13 for the half to close it.
Yep.
And win in regulation. That's a big ask up against TYLOO.
It is a big ask. But, hey, if they're able to do that, at least then we can say there's a bit of mental fortitude there for ViCi Gaming that we have not seen for the better part of 6 to 12 months. Probably 12 months is a bit overzealous, but at least the 6 months is true. You know what? I know the ViCi's going to need this pistol round, so hope to see that one starting off nicely. TYLOO don't seem to be too concerned at all. They're jumping all over the place. They're making a lot of noise.
How's in this position, though? He is in behind the troops and able to let everyone know what's going down. If Advent throws the smoke, though, it could reroute TYLOO, but there's Zoking finding one from long. Now, in comes the pincer, but Kaze goes down. Somebody at the ready on the lurk. And it's going to be the pincer coming in late. Zoking, he's very out in the open, but that Glock is not going to have any effect as he goes into the cutout. But there it is. TYLOO sending it back to B.
Indeed. So is ViCi Gaming. They're already down there. Well, at least Jam Young is. Haven't fully committed to the rotate just yet. Advent is about halfway down, and that's probably a wise decision because TYLOO, I mean, this is something that ViCi just did not do on their T side. They never really sort of faked the rotation. Every time they did rotate, it was a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And TYLOO read it like a book. Now ViCi at the moment have no idea where TYLOO is, and if Zoking loses this aim duel, that is going to be the A site opened on up. Orman, he can only get one. Advent's cleaned up by Danking, and the second half is going much the same way as the first. TYLOO are just completely outclassing ViCi Gaming.
And, jumping up, Danking. Get some information. There it is, peeking on the contacts. And TYLOO make it look easy from the disadvantage to take the 10-round lead. And now this is where I've also lost all hope for ViCi. Hopefully they haven't, because they've gone for the force buy. This is something they need to win. They need to cause an upset here on the anti-eco from TYLOO.
Yep.
If they want any chance here in the second half.
No two ways about it. Like it's just going to be a B rush from TYLOO. They're into short water already. Advent will see that. Needs to be careful his head doesn't get popped off. But look at how weakly defended B is. If TYLOO executed onto this site right now, Advent is in the bin.
Oh, he's going even further range as well with the CZ as this push is about to happen. That smoke's just come through way too late. Bink at least, but it should not be enough. 2 in con may fall as Danking's on the off angle, but it's going to be the aggressive play instead. So Danking's going to be timed, and that's an opportunity. Orman finds another with a deagle. Now there's a chance.
Yeah, don't mind that push from ViCi Gaming, and I'm sure they'll be hoping they can finish this round off. That's going to be the key factor. It's all well and good to get a couple of guns off of the T side, but if you don't win the round, it really doesn't matter here for ViCi. So they need to speed things up. Util's getting thrown on in now. Smoke to cover off the bomb from the monster side.
An attacker watches that?
He's holding close. Orman only able to get one. Nearly a two-man spray down there for him, but hey, slowly, confident as he is able to finish off a couple, and that's the round done. There's no way Kaze wins from here. He'll get the kill onto Slowly. Someone might even die to the bomb or to Kaze. He's going to chase him down. No scope, but round to TYLOO, so what does it matter?
Let's see, can he find an AK? No, too far away. So he'll be the only man standing in the end, but TYLOO, they're not cared about the economy. They know that ViCi, well, do ViCi even force here? Do they force around the saved scout? I don't think they do. I think they may try to play for overtime, get themselves at least some rifles, but it's a huge call to make. Upgraded pistols, some armor there for Orman. Let's see if they can cause the upsets. They got good damage done. They took out all of TYLOO, but it was just too late.
Yeah, but they're on the T side, you know. Like TYLOO, it just doesn't matter if they lose the round, they can still buy. They got the bomb down.
Yep. Not a huge amount of utility, but it's not like they need it. TYLOO now just thundering their way up along.
They better hope Kaze's going to do something pretty special here. Scout in hand. He's going to see the util. That's the progression smoke for long, so he knows what's going on.
They know the position of the scout now. They shouldn't be too worried. That's just the creep up.
Again, I like it from TYLOO. They throw a bit of util, they give the info over to ViCi, and then they just slow down.
And ViCi's done nothing to gather information at the B site, just playing passive, hoping to stay alive if the rotations are necessary. But it's going to be a fast rotation from Zoking as he tries to make his way up. Orman close range here at the sign is going to be spotted. Some nice entries coming out for TYLOO, but it is going to be hit back by Kaze. Finds himself another, but that's all he'll get, and it's up to Jam Young with a Deagle and a Dream. Might find one on the Danking, but that's about all.
Jam Young looking to be the hero for ViCi Gaming. He's done it on many an occasion before. There was not a better time than now for ViCi, but 15 is up for TYLOO. And they creep one step closer to Vertigo.
I do not think ViCi will ever pick this map against TYLOO again.
Say that, but they have already lost this map once, well, twice.
Yep.
To TYLOO in comprehensive fashion, and yet they picked it today. So
maybe just trying to spice it up a bit. However, they probably didn't think that they were going to win Mirage, but they did. So confidence is key, and ViCi lost their confidence in that first half. TYLOO, however, playing out of their minds right now. Nice setup here at A. Nice and aggressive. Rifles on the board, but ViCi already utilising a whole bunch of utility. Summer just testing the water here with the Mac 10. Good flash. Doesn't go off the back of it. Second one comes through. Nothing will be found, and there's the first pick onto Jam Young.
Definitely making the B site look quite weak. Advent. Is he going to do? Resmoke for Monster. Keep an eye on short, but slowly he's going to go straight through it. TYLOO have just walked in, and Advent still presenting his back to them. Mac 10 can't get too much done against Zoking, but that's fine. Trade comes through from TYLOO, and you're going to see pretty much the softest defeat on Overpass that I've seen in a while. ViCi have just not done anything on this map.
Well, let's see. If Orman can maybe find this pick onto somebody, that'll be something. Kaze could find one. And if he does, oh, there's a wallbang. Softened up tease Orman, not able to get a thing done, and TYLOO take it 16-3. Bit of a lackluster victory, but TYLOO are still in the game, and now it's one map apiece. We're going to be heading over to Vertigo, but before we do, we're going to break this down in the post-match, so we'll see you soon.